There it is.
We are now.
Okay, good
Is
afternoon,
it
everyone.
fixed?
I hope it is.
Monday night.
It's a Policy and Procedures Committee meeting and dated February 23rd, 2026, 5 PM, conference room number 1. And we're calling the meeting to order. We've taken the roll call. Everyone is present. And the, Jeannie hasn't signed it, has she? She did sign it? Oh, yes, she has. All right, so I need a motion to approve the agenda.
Look
Or
like
do-
I
or do-
made all the
are we-
motions up.
Do we, or do we have anything we need to add to it? Okay. Motion to approve the agenda?
I said, I'll make the motion.
Have a motion made,
Second.
approved, seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion approved. Any public comments at this time? If not, none? Okay. If not, I want a motion to approve the minutes from a previous meeting, which was dated on December the 15th of 2025 at 5 PM. We had our meeting in the Administrative Community Plaza, and I need a motion for those minutes to be approved.
Motion.
Motion made.
I'll
Ms.
second.
Jones, and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion approved. Okay, let's get into the one we are still talking about, is the sick leave policy. Okay,
Everybody have a copy?
does everybody still have their copy of the sick leave
No,
policy?
I don't.
No,
I've got mine.
Okay, here you come. Here come another.
Thank you.
Anybody have one?
I've got mine.
You got yours? Okay. Andy and
we're
I,
finished.
you want me to, Andy, you want to take it, start off here? How about the meeting?
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Andy and I met with CTAS person,
Heather.
Heather, and of course, she brought us a sample from another county, which supposedly, we read that, we looked over it, and we've read it. It has a little bit of language difference in it, not much. I mean, ours is pretty well close to word, isn't it, Andy? There's some words there.
Similarities, yeah.
I don't know what to say on that. It's like you're trying to make them feel good to be,
The word, what was the words? That maybe our policy was too, I don't want to say harsh.
It wasn't harsh.
but
I wasn't a word.
I can't remember the exact words, but they just wanted us to see some examples of maybe some other policies that other counties had written versus ours that was more detailed. So, you know,
Yeah, from what I remember, for her saying, the more vague, the better, and ours was very detailed in how
Yeah.
they could and couldn't use their leave, yeah.
yeah, and I totally forgot to find that. It was just a copy off
Yeah.
of Rutherford County's website, is all it was, to bring that. But, maybe everybody could just go on there and look at it, for future reference. But the main thing that came out of that meeting that night, I think, was the misunderstanding of what
Event.
instance
Yeah,
was.
an event or an instant,
event.
either one.
So I think we need to kind of put in writing what an event is. I think most of our interpretation was an event was someone misses 3 days.
Or
has
more.
No doctor's note, or that person is already on a plan from a department head for abusing sick time. An event is, in the beginning, 3 days missed, no excused absence. Is that pretty much what everybody?
I think that's where the holdup was.
Yeah.
I think
So
with the
I
other.
think putting that in here kind of defines that, so everybody's clear what it
Yeah, a
is.
1 day or 2 day is not an event
Yeah, because I think some people.
of any kind.
Yeah, I think somebody was thinking, if I'm out sick today and I bring in a doctor's note, that's an event. No,
Yeah.
it's not. We're talking about abuse. We're
Yeah.
talking about a
Okay.
normal, everyday.
So the four instances, the four instances meant that an employee could be out of work, of course, anything over 3 days, you have to have a doctor's note,
Right.
okay? The four instances were an employee could be out of work 4 times per year without a doctor's note. That was 4 instances. That was what instance meant. They did not have, they could be out of work 4 different times for 4 different illnesses. They could have a stomach virus, the flu, a cold,
Unexcused.
whatever, unexcused.
Right.
They didn't
Not
have to have the-
necessarily, but, and I think that not necessarily, initially, I think whether it was 3 days or 1 day or whatever it may be
And then,
was
and before it was
an
vague, there was
instance, yeah.
nothing in them.
Right. Well, and I have ran into that issue myself with, multiple call outs and things, so yeah.
But there again, we're not talking
Right.
about a employee that is never out sick and, just something happens
Yeah.
4 days a week. It fits into the category of abuse from an employee. And
I
that's-
mean, and sometimes an employee is out sick, they don't have to go to the doctor. It may not be
Right.
something they need to see a doctor about.
Right.
So that's why there were 4 instances. You may have 4 times a year, you don't feel good, you don't, but you don't need to go to the doctor. So you're not gonna have a doctor's note.
Right.
A lot of people don't go to the doctor for a migraine.
Right. They know what it is. They're
They're
not
not-
gonna go to
yeah.
the doctor.
Right. Or stomach virus or whatnot. You just live through it. But
I think the other clarifying thing was that this is all the department head's responsibility, not the county making a determination. It's that department head makes their determination for their employees.
Exactly.
yeah, like if you have someone that does call out regularly and it becomes an issue, then I think that's where this policy kind of helps you with those type situations. But if it's someone who just, is needing to call out because they need to call out and they're not abusing it, I think that's, I don't know how we would word that into, putting that into the policy, it being up to the department head to make that determination.
Are you all looking on page 21 of where we are? That, where it says, second paragraph, employees may use up to 4 instances per calendar year for unexcused sick leave, okay? And absences that are supported by a certificate don't even count against that.
Right.
Okay,
Right,
okay.
and I think that was,
So it actually gives you,
Right, leeway. To me, that gives you
A
the,
bunch.
yeah, that
you
gives
got sick leave, you
your
got a bunch
people,
of it,
right,
I'm out.
as long as you're good with your supervisor.
right,
That's why when we saw that stuff that Heather brought, when I looked at this, I'm sitting there going, we're already giving them a bunch of leeway.
Yeah, I mean, it's,
I didn't see the issues. Unless it can't,
if you're an employee that's not abusing your sick time and you're good with your department head and you're out sick this time and next time, or even if you have one bad year,
right.
it's still determined upon that department head whether it's considered abuse or not. It's not.
up to anybody else,
Right.
not up to
It's
the mayor.
nobody
it ain't
else's
up to-
business.
It's not up to him.
No,
She may
it's
have
not.
to determine if a person's, abusing it, but, I mean, I just don't
And do
see
you
that.
still consider an instance the 3 days? And I think that again, because you already have that leadway, and I think that's where a lot of the confusion had set in.
Oh, so
But,
so
you
the
know.
four, where it says the 4 instances, you're wanting to make sure that's over 3 days, is what you're saying?
Well, I think that was a lot of the
Intent.
misunderstanding is if it's,
That's what we're saying. That's,
Yeah.
an instant has to be at 3 days or more,
okay.
over 3 days, right? Is that correct?
Well, unless down at the bottom,
Doesn't
you know,
say, I mean, we
doesn't.
didn't put that in there.
down at
That
the
might be where the
bottom,
Or
confusion
is that at the department head's discretion of what an instance is? Then I think that's kind of where we kind of left it when it was
This was
put in.
just to help the
This was to
department
help
head.
a
It's,
department
yeah,
head.
it's to give you some teeth.
Right,
Because it's
right.
abuse, as
Right.
Andy said. This is for those that are abusers.
No, I really feel like maybe it's the department head's discretion.
It is.
I
uh,
agree,
to,
totally.
As to
To
what
use
you want to
this
consider as an
policy
instance, yeah.
As they need to per situation.
Right.
and even
I
the bottom
agree.
paragraph talks about.
That's for y'all to
yeah.
run in your
Talks
program,
about
yes.
a department head, counseling that employee and putting them on probation. Well, when they do that, that department head can say, you know,
There's a
because-
pattern, there's
because
an
of all this
issue. Mm-hmm.
unexcused absences, you know, your next unexcused is, you know, termination or however it goes.
Yeah.
It may be so bad at that point that they have to change, not really change, but add to their probationary period a different determination of instance.
Well, I feel like from the meeting that this gives us a lot more leadway and to work with the employee if we need to, based off of this. You know, I think the alternative was if you use all of your sick leave, then, or you use all of your leave time, then basically that means you lose your job. You know, you're terminated. I think that's before we left the meeting, that's kind of was like, this gives us more discretion to be able to work with the employee rather than if you, you know, if you don't have any leave, then
Right.
you're, you know, then you've used it all. And that makes it hard on some of the new hires if they do actually have, you know, some issues where they've used all of their leave time and then you're without a job.
They still have FMLA. if
Right,
something's-
right. But
They also have, you know, the loan donation program.
Those other
that
programs,
is-
you know,
is in there
does
where,
this
you know,
language
if
work for
somebody's
you, Jeannie?
Needing help, you know, other employees.
I'm
can
fine with
donate
it. It's
to
just maybe if we can add.
Let
in
me-
there
let me
to
ask you
department
this.
discretion, department head
Let
discretion.
me ask you
I
this.
agree.
What if we put in there, an employee may use up to 4 instances per calendar year, and then state what an instance is, what an instant is defined as off more than 3 days. An instance is defined as off more than 3 days. And that is what an instant is.
Which would be at least 12 days a year, right?
Can be
If
up
you're
12
talking about
days,
4
exactly. Four
instances.
times.
Without it, yeah.
Four
Be up to
times,
12
that's
times
12.
a year. I mean, it gives them okay, here's the definition. If you wanna know what an instant is, it's 3 days or more. If they have to have it in writing, what is
Because
an
3
instant?
days, a doctor's note is required.
After, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're sick enough to be out 3 days, you're probably gonna be going to a doctor anyway.
I would
Well,
hope so.
well,
Yeah.
I get
Maybe
feeling bad.
not.
I go
Once
to bed.
again, I
Like-
think
like
it's
if
back
it's a
to the
stomach virus,
supervisor,
yeah.
right? Once
Yeah.
again, I
And
think
this is just for the,
that's
and
their
this is for the department heads to
responsibility.
have something to sit there and say, hey,
Yes.
look, here it
Yes.
is. I mean, what do you think?
Well,
Andy?
it-
Is that too much or
Well,
not?
does that hurt a department head if they have an employee that, you know, every 4 weeks takes 2 days? And, you know, or does that last paragraph cover them that, okay, even though you haven't met this instance, you know, those 4 times, I still determine you're abusing your sick leave
Right.
and putting on probation.
Well, they're
I
the
mean,
only
Yeah,
ones
so
that
don't
can-
nail it
can,
down
you
to
know,
3 days.
determine
Yeah,
if
Once
department
again,
heads
it's
don't
back
wanna do that anyway.
to you all to see the
ultimately,
pattern
all of
Right,
it
of your
if it's a pattern,
abusers.
right, and
of your
over a
abusers.
period of time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just don't want to, I mean, I understand people's concern about the 4 instances, cause if I'm out this week with a sick kid, or next week with a sick kid, and I don't take them to the doctor, I have no doctor's note.
Right.
And that's not at all what we're trying to accomplish here.
Right.
Or just take
But-
the instances out and say, if you're out of work more than 3 days, a doctor's note is required. Don't have instances in there. Take that away. Take that out of there.
And the department head, I don't know if we can add at the department head's discretion.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
it's already under
over-
doctor's certificate.
So why don't we just take that whole thing out?
Take it out.
just take that out. If that's so confusing, just take it out.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, I felt like that was confusing, the
Yeah.
incident. We're not fully.
And then it'll be, just make it up to the department head, if an employee is out more than 3 days, then you can require a doctor's note.
Right.
Up to
Well-
you.
It's up to them.
If it's someone that you know's abusing, or you
Sure.
think's abusing, then just require a doctor's note from that employee.
Well, I think it's in here that they
It already
have
is.
to.
Yeah,
be an
yeah.
employee if
Well,
they're
it
out 30
doesn't say
days.
they have to, it's confusing
did.
there too, if you look under doctor's note. Because it says here,
Should provide a doctor's.
a doctor's certificate of illness shall specify that the employee was ill and unable to work on the specific dates of absence being requested as sick leave. The department head may require
May.
a doctor's certificate when abuse of sick leave is suspected. But then it says a doctor's certificate must be presented to support any sick leave request for extended illness, which extended illness to me is FMLA.
FMLA, that's what, yeah.
Which I have to have that anyway for FMLA. Whenever an employee has been absent for any portion of the employee's regular shift duty because of illness for 3 or more consecutive work days, a doctor's authorization for the employee to return to work is required. So it's kind of contradicting, those two are
Yeah,
contradicting.
it is.
So it's either they are required to bring a doctor's note after 3 consecutive days out of work, they're required, or it's up to the department head to read.
So just
Yeah.
change the word instead of required,
Yes.
may be required.
Yeah, I mean,
Once
it's gonna be
again,
up to the
it's-
department head,
Yes.
whether a
Yeah,
doctor's
I
note
agree.
is
Yeah.
required. Those two are confusing. One
Yeah,
needs
because to be
go.
able to return to work, it's requiring it.
If you're on
Yeah.
FMLA, yes.
Yeah, well, sure.
So, I mean, those two paragraphs are very confusing. One needs to go.
So one of the concerns that Heather had was us having language in our sick leave policy that's already in FMLA. You know, why do we even need it? Do we even need that in there?
But not everybody has to have FMLA.
Oh, I know, but you're saying that paragraph is directly reflected to FMLA.
Yes, I think the last one is.
Right, so that's what I'm saying, do we take that out and just add language into the paragraph above it about the
3 days.
3 days? And keep
Just
it out of
referring to the sick leave,
extended
because
illness
if you,
FMLA.
yeah, so if you're applying for FMLA, you have to have a
Right.
doctor's
You're-
note regardless, so yeah, I think
So maybe-
doing away with that.
On this top one, we could put the department head may require doctor's certificate after 3 consecutive days
Yeah,
when abuse of sick leave is suspected.
yeah. Do y'all think that's,
Yeah, that's much more
that's,
clear.
right, yeah.
Now say that again, Heather, is that, and tell me which paragraph you're
It's
modding.
under doctor's certificate, the first
Okay.
paragraph.
Over there, all right?
Okay, the department head may require a doctor's certificate after 3 consecutive days of absence when abuse of sick leave is suspected.
Okay.
And then just strike the last
Out.
paragraph out.
Last paragraph out.
So we're gonna take this out,
The instances is coming out,
the whole thing?
the whole thing.
Paragraph 2 on 21 is
Yep.
all out?
Under sick leave abuse,
Yes.
second paragraph is gone, is
Got
gonna be
it, okay.
removed. And then
Talking about on
under,
page 22,
21.
21.
The second paragraph.
then on page 22, under doctor's certificate,
that's what I was looking at.
the second paragraph is gonna be also removed.
Yep, and then that whole paragraph there's gonna come out.
And then the wording will be changed in the first.
Yep.
And this one here,
Yes, that
Second
comes
one?
out. Okay. And then you're gonna add after 3 consecutive days, right, on the, After certificate.
doctor's certificate.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
And then, you know, even though we're taking that out, if you go back to sick leave abuse, the third paragraph just states executive excessive abuses may be cause for discriminatory action, even if the absences were excused by a doctor's certificate. You know, but that's determined by the department head, so
Right.
they have that to fall back on.
Yes, yeah, and I think that all that language is really good.
I still wish I could think of that word she used.
That our wording was
It'll pop in.
She wanted
restrictive
to
or
soften it,
something.
make it soften it, make it where it's, your employee feels good.
Yeah, and I can't think of.
I forgot the word she used.
Had an employee one time that was abusing, and they happened to be a minority person. And come to find out, the reason they weren't showing up, they weren't calling in or doing anything. And of course, in a situation in this department, that person being one short and never letting anybody know, they didn't know how to schedule and all, so they ended up with a policy that says you can be terminated after 5 days without calling in and letting somebody know something. Come to find out, the guy was in jail multiple times, so it was a good time to say, might be a good time to use this policy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't, the policy wasn't amended to make it harder to hire people or harder to keep people.
Right.
It was put in there so, for department heads to help manage
Yes.
abusing situations.
Yeah,
But
and
there
I
can
think
be
I was
some
probably one of
instances-
those department heads, that like, I think that's why, one of the, you know, partly why some of the language was brought up. So, but I think this is good.
Is there anything else?
Read that sentence one more time, Heather.
The department head may require a doctor's certificate after 3 consecutive days of absence when abuse of sick leave is suspected.
I like it. I like that.
Yeah.
It gives you
Some discretion.
yes.
And I'm just asking this question, do we wanna leave in there when abuse of sick leave is expected, or just say when required by the department head?
I would leave it. Just leave it. I would leave it.
I mean, I'm fine with that.
It's a little bit redundant, isn't it?
What do you think it should say?
No, it's fine. I'm just thinking. I get in trouble when I think.
You could amend her sentence and put in parentheses when abuse is suspected. The department head may blah, blah, blah.
The only time I really foresee that coming into
Yeah,
play
you're
is if
saying
you
that.
have a supervisor who expects it and then they come to the department head and I would probably I would just let that go. I
Or
would
we
leave it.
could leave it, we could stop at, the department head may require a doctor's certificate after 3 consecutive days of absence, period.
But I don't think it should say may, because then you're confusing the employee. I think it should be.
No, I mean, that's to the
If you're
employee,
out 3 days, you're required.
but it's up to the department
No,
head
but
to
just-
require it.
Just under FMLA, right? Right,
Yeah, it's required under FMLA.
right.
I mean, I'm fine with it. I'm just talking out loud.
Because if we put require, then you're
You're
pressing
tied to it.
your employee. Cause like I said, some may not go to the doctor. Say they have migraines, they know they have migraines, they have medicine at home for that already. And it takes 3 days to get over that migraine, they're not gonna go to the doctor. And if you put in here that the department head is going to require a doctor's note, then that's gonna press the employee to feel like they have to go to the doctor, even though they already know what's
They need.
wrong with them. So I think leaving the may require is better.
I do too.
That's leaving that
I like
decision
it
up
all
to the
left
department
I
head.
agree.
department head anyway.
I
It
agree.
is the department, it needs to be the department. But we could take out the, when abuse of sick leave is suspected, and just leave it after 3 consecutive days of
I think it may
absence.
just simplify it, and because it already says may, like it's already leaving it at
Yeah,
your
I
discretion.
mean, that's what I'm saying,
Yeah.
may, I mean,
Yeah, I think that's fine. I think if you took it out, it's fine. If you left it in there, it'd be fine either way.
it's still up to the department head.
Yeah. It would just take out one less, it would take out that sentence and it wouldn't make a difference whether it's there or not. I think it would, it's one less sentence you have to read. Don't travel.
Right.
I just don't want it to be.
And it's
confusing.
redundant.
I know,
Yeah.
I got too many calls.
No, I think what we took out was the confusing part.
Yeah.
The two paragraphs that have been removed were the confusing ones.
yeah, I agree. Do we gonna leave this when abuse of sick leave is suspected, or you gonna take that off?
I think we've decided to leave it.
Leave it.
Leaving it?
Leave it.
Everybody good with leaving it?
That's fine.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
it makes
Yep.
no difference.
I just wanna make everybody be agreement.
So, do we want
We
all
got
these changes just put in a document and brought back so we actually can read it and see it?
Yeah, I think we need to, because our next
Before
meeting's
we
not
vote
gonna be,
on
is not very long from now anyway, so I think we need to see it one more time before we send it on.
Yeah,
Well,
I
we're
do
gonna
too.
do a thing so you can still read what it is there, with a scratch through or in red or whatever,
I'll bring
Sure,
the original, and
original
then I'll
and
bring the revised copy.
revised.
Yeah.
but you'll have to jump back and forth. I was
Yeah.
just wondering if you could just put this in parentheses and then tell everybody, you wouldn't have to do as many pages.
Yeah, that's fine. I can do that.
But what we send to full commission or
Will be the
whoever,
full
it's gonna have to be
policy.
the policy
Yeah.
Yeah.
of what we, without,
Once you
without
all
the
approve
revisions.
it,
I mean,
I
with the
will-
revisions, but not the
yes.
old stuff.
No.
You understand?
Yes.
And
Okay.
I'll try to find that other thing before the next meeting. I just
Yeah,
been a little busy.
I knew you were. Is that it? Is everybody good on that? Going once, going twice? I'm good. I think we've done what we need to do with it
I'd
right
like
now.
to ask if that policy still says sick leave is a privilege, not a right, or something like that. Is that verbiage still in there?
That-
It-
Yeah.
Yeah.
That verbiage is straight from the sample policy that
is.
CTAS puts out for all counties. It's not something we came up with.
Well, I will tell you that amongst my staff, that was the most insulting thing, because when they hire in, that's in their benefit package, you know. It's not, we hire in because we have these benefits. So it's not necessarily a right, but it's not a privilege either. It's part of your package. So, that's the thing that has upset my staff.
Yeah, well, someone else asked me about that. I went back and looked, and if you go on CTAS website and look at their sample policies, that's on theirs. And somewhere else I read
Maybe
it,
I'll
but
contact CTAS.
when, whoever wrote this policy before got, I don't think that was in our changes. I think that
Are
was
you
made-
saying you think the employees thinking it's just as good as vacation? They can use it anytime?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm
You'll
not,
understand
I'm
that
not clear.
It is a
I-
privilege, not a right, but to say it to your employees is,
She said it was a little bit offensive to them.
Offensive or
It was a little
somewhat
bit
demeaning,
offensive to
and
people.
Just the language that it says it's a
Yeah.
privilege.
With those
Benefit.
specifications to our job,
The
and because,
people in the camera can't hear y'all. Do you wanna come to the mic?
Oh.
Is that okay?
Sure,
Turn it on.
gotta turn it on.
Yeah, probably need to hear it.
That way people can hear what we're talking.
She's just saying that language is offensive.
The word.
Yes, the wording is
Right, because-
offensive. That's offensive to
it,
employees.
like I was saying, when you hire in, you are afforded these benefits, sick time, vacation time, FMLA, all of these things go together. And like Courtney said, we understand the difference between vacation time and sick time. But to refer to it as a privilege, not a right, upsets the staff because they know the difference between the two. And my people are not abusing the system. And so to have it said that way is offensive to the people who work hard, use their vacation time and sick time correctly, and hired in. Many people hire on because they need those benefits, you know. So I just wanted to be clear on how the verbiage has affected people, but I would also like to say that the more clarification we're getting doesn't make it sound as bad as everybody thought, you know. So I just want to tell you what my staff was feeling and whatnot.
Thank you for bringing that to us. And that sentence really does not add a thing. If we took that sentence out, it doesn't add or take away not one thing. Just saying. It doesn't.
I mean, we could start it with the sentence, sick leave is intended as
Right.
an insurance policy against a threat to an employee's
Sure.
income.
Right.
Sure,
Just
absolutely.
take
Because
that
it-
offensive,
covers-
take
that's
that
a coverall.
offensive sentence out of there.
Much more.
Take that whole line.
Because it doesn't add or,
Just take it out.
yeah,
Take
it
that
just,
line out.
it doesn't add a thing or it doesn't take away anything.
Yeah, it sounds a little bit more even keeled, you know.
Because that wasn't, the intentions were to help, yes, right, and it,
The way it read,
right.
Be like
everybody
that.
felt threatened,
right,
you know, and
right.
scared to death.
Sure.
And I'm trying to tell them, no, this is, I'm pretty sure this is gonna be department head discretion and.
It's always been that way. We're just trying to give you something to be able to use.
That's,
Because there's no police. There's no police.
You know,
No.
if that was to happen in my department,
take that first sentence out if everybody's in agreement.
but I usually have.
Just take it out.
So the.
One sentence
definition of
gone.
privilege
You know,
It doesn't
is
matter.
a special right, advantage, or immunity granted or available only to a particular person or group. And it's only granted to full-time Coffee County employees. I don't see anything offensive with it at all. But, I mean,
I didn't either.
It's a statement
Yeah.
that it's not given to you to abuse. It's just a special right that the Coffee County Commission approved that you get that much time in case you, the employee, are sick or other instances that may fit into that category.
And I think what
I
it
just
means
don't-
by privilege is that you get vacation and sick leave
Right.
both.
I
And but I kind of I get what you're saying too. I think, but and I could see where someone could take that in the wrong direction. But we are, it is a privilege, that we get that we get both. But even though I know coming as hiring people, that is one of a really big thing that when you're hiring someone on is that they do get that sick leave and they do get vacation. That is a huge benefit when you're hiring someone on. So yeah, I mean, I understand
I get
where you're
how
coming
people
from.
can read it
Yeah.
and think it's offensive. I just personally do not find it offensive.
I have to agree with you. The thing I see about that is when it's in there, you can get back to the rest of it that says if you want to abuse it, it's not a privilege if you're the abuser.
So, I mean, y'all can do what you want, but I don't see anything.
I don't think it's gonna affect the policy
at
either,
all.
or
It's not gonna
It's
affect,
there
it
not.
doesn't
Maybe it
add or
does make it-
detract.
it's the same either way.
Maybe
Yeah.
it does make it
Gentler.
gentler.
I mean,
Yeah,
it still has to be approved.
There's
Was she
the
at that
word.
meeting?
Gent-
There's the word.
Was
There's
that the word?
That's it. She said gentler.
Gently,
We don't want to be abusive
so.
or offensive.
It has to be approved either way.
Yes, it doesn't add or detract to take that sentence.
Yeah,
So,
the changes that we made didn't affect that sentence
No.
at all.
No.
That sentence has been in there for quite a while.
Yeah,
I think people just noticed it once.
they start reading.
right,
they-
right.
Yeah.
That
'Cause-
sentence was not in the policy prior to y'all putting it in.
It's been in there for a while.
It was not in there until the revision was made.
yeah,
It was not in the prior policies, years going backwards. It was not in
I'm
there.
not saying, but I'm saying
That one
in
says- It
may have
this
been
last
C-Tech.
one, all we did was change add the abuse and stuff. I don't think
No,
we
we were-
added that line.
Yes,
We did?
yes.
I'm sorry, I'm wrong.
It was not in there.
I think we kinda
Scratch
did,
it.
because
Just scratch
There were
it.
some
Just
people that
scratch it.
said-
I'll have to.
there's not enough.
No.
Well, we
It-
don't want, we don't
No.
want the county employees to feel like,
No.
I don't want them to take offense to it. So I think the best thing would be
Just
to,
scratch it.
to take
We-
it
Yeah,
out.
it's good,
we're,
yeah.
we're gonna scratch it
It's
and,
good.
and move on with that.
We will make it gentler.
And thank you for bringing that to us so that we could address it.
Yeah.
Jen.
That's what it was. Anything else on
Okay,
that? All right,
good job.
so we need to make a motion to approve the changes to this as we've stated, and then that way she can get them typed up, and then we'll have to prove it. No, let's not do that.
I just
We'll
think-
approve it when she brings it
Yeah.
back to us on
Yeah.
our next
Take any
meeting,
action.
okay? Yeah. All right, so,
I'm putting the
Well, we-
date on mine, so when we made the changes.
I make a motion, we
It's not-
authorize
it's not there, I
Heather to
promise.
make those changes we've discussed and bring them back to our next meeting.
I'll say,
all right. Any more discussion on that? She's made a motion that we're gonna make those changes and bring them back to the next meeting for the final discussion and approval. And we've got it seconded. Did you hear that?
Yes.
Okay. And, any more discussion on that? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion approved. All right, so, we have any other new business that we need to discuss at this time? I do not have anything that's been brought before me yet. Anybody else got anything?
I guess just check where those two items are that went to legislative and see.
We're
I
gonna
guess
find out
we
whether
need
it
to
went
check that.
Yeah, in the mayor's office.
We'll have to go to the mayor's office, to find out what happened to that stuff.
Yes, sir.
So, are you gonna do that tomorrow, or possibly can you do that for me? I appreciate that. If there's not any other new business, our next meeting is dated for March the 16th at 5 o'clock.
And I
Everybody
will
okay
not
with
be here. I will not be here.
that? Does anybody have any problem with us moving it
Could we
We
move
don't
it till
know.
the 30th?
till what?
to the 30th?
Could we move it till the 30th?
You're not gonna get it likely into the next commission meeting, are you? Cutting it that close?
That's gonna be awful tight. No, we won't never make a next full commission meeting with it. Was everybody else okay with the 16th?
What about the 13th? I mean, 23rd?
You out the 23rd too?
I am.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Can't have it on the 9th, that's work session. Oh, we could.
Could we do it on the 11th?
On a Wednesday night?
Could we do that? Are you all available on the 11th?
I mean, it won't take us too awfully long, I don't think.
Right. March 11th?
Jenny, are you okay with that?
Andy, can
What
you
day
do
is
the
that?
11th?
That's on Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Can you
The
do
11th?
that?
Everybody good with the 11th?
Yes, sir.
Let's move it to the 11th.
Okay. Thank you all.
5 o'clock?
I'd rather all of us be in agreement with it, yes, 5 o'clock.
Yes, sir.
usually not crazy about Wednesdays.
I
I
know,
missed
I know that.
Ash Wednesday last week,
Yeah,
cause we didn't have, somebody had a meeting.
yeah. I'm not crazy about Wednesdays either, but it seems like Wednesdays is sometimes one of the times we have, I mean, my calendar, look at, this is all
Yes,
meetings.
too.
All right, so we got it set for March the 11th
5:00.
at 5 o'clock. And that's all I have. I need a motion for adjournment.
Motion to adjourn?
We have a motion to adjourn.
I'll second that.
Have a second. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Any noes? Get Steve to work there. All right, motion approved. We are adjourned. Can you, should say stop on